Hello, welcome to the Fiercely Spiritual podcast. We are going to be talking about Archangel Michael today. We're going to be learning all about him, about his traits, about what he is well known for, and how to invoke him. Archangel Michael is one of my favorite angels, and I know he is loved by so many people. You're going to learn a few things about him today, but even if you've worked with him before, you might discover a few new things that you maybe didn't know about Archangel Michael. So stay tuned for that, and we will get right into it because I want to keep this short. I don't want to keep you too long, and I want to give you the maximum information that I can in these 10 minutes or so. So Archangel Michael, if you didn't already know, he's one of the Cardinal Archangels. So he is mainly known as the angel of protection and communication, but also he's known for strength, for truth and empowerment, which we'll be talking a bit more about in a minute. By the way, if you're not familiar with the Cardinal Archangels, they are the four angels of the elements and of the four directions. So it's one thing I love working with the Cardinal Archangels. I even have a mini course dedicated to the Cardinal Archangels inside my members group, the Fiercely Spiritual Family, because I think that it's so important to know about them, to work with them, and to discover what they can offer to us. And I go into that in much more detail in that mini course and go through specific guided meditations for each angel. But we're not going to go into that now. For the moment, we're just going to touch on Archangel Michael and get to know him a little bit better, and just to discover who he is and what you can call on Archangel Michael for. So Archangel Michael's name means who is as God, and he's likened to God, being a symbol of God, being very close to God, and is a wonderful angel for protection and strength. You can call on him in times of need. I personally call on him every morning to protect me and my family. The color associated with Michael is cobalt blue, and I'll talk about that in a minute and how you can use that. The day he's associated with is Wednesday. The chakra is the throat chakra, and of course he's known as the angel of communication and of truth. So opening up the throat chakra is great if you're working with Archangel Michael, particularly when it comes to communication. The cardinal direction is the south. His element is fire, and crystals associated with Michael. If you want to work with Michael, you can also use crystals in your meditation practice when you're working with him. So you can work with sapphire, with topaz, and with citrine. So that's just a really quick overview. Archangel Michael works on or rules over the fifth ray of light. So if you are working with the fifth ray of light, it's the blue ray. And also the throat chakra is known as being a lovely turquoise blue color. And when you're working with the vibration of blue, sometimes you might see it when you call on Archangel Michael. I often see this lovely blue hue when he's around, and I always know it's him. So it's wonderful to know the colors of the angels and what they represent, because when you're working with them, you find that as you start getting to know them more and more, you may even open up to seeing some of those colors, and it's lovely to know that they're there with you. It's lovely comfort. Archangel Michael, I'm sure you've seen pictures of him depicted as holding a sword and a shield, and I see him as having a sword of light and a beautiful blue light coming out of the sword. Some people see it as blue fire, or even if you've ever watched Star Wars, like a lightsaber, almost like a blue laser that comes out from the sword, or that is the sword. So you can see it as a flame or metal or even a laser, depends on how you wish to visualize it. But his sword is really powerful, and I'll explain how you can use it in a minute. He also has a cloak, which can be used as a shield to protect us from heavy energy or from other people's energy. And you can simply ask Archangel Michael to place his cloak around you to protect your own aura or your energy field. So we can work with Archangel Michael in so many different ways. As I said, his blue cloak offers protection. His sword can be used to cut through negative ties, negative ties between you and other people, you and other situations. He can be called on to bring clarity to situations. He can be called on for physical and emotional strength, for peace, for calmness, and also for healing some specific issues, particularly if you have any problems with communication, or if you have a sore throat or anything going on around the throat. Archangel Michael can be brilliant to call on to help with healing in those areas as well. So you can invoke Archangel Michael to help you with specific purposes. And he has, as I said, a wide range of things that you can work with. If you find yourself looking for guidance or looking for direction and you don't know what angel to call on, you're pretty much guaranteed that Archangel Michael will be able to help you in some form if you call on him. So he is a wonderful angel to work with. If you're not working with any other angels and you want to start somewhere, Archangel Michael is a wonderful angel to start with. And he is so loving and so gentle and so pure, even though he's this angel of strength and protection, and he holds this sword and shield, and he's like a warrior angel. He also has that beautiful, loving purity and gentleness about him as well. So really beautiful angel to work with. So other ways you can work with Archangel Michael is if you are in an environment where you need to clear the energy in the room that you're in. It could be your office space, it could be your home. Archangel Michael is great for clearing the energy. As I said, he can cut negative ties, but also he can cut through heavy energy in a room or in a space that you're in. If you find that you have a relationship that needs healing, Archangel Michael can work with his sword of light to cut through any ties that bind, but also help to heal and to reinforce those loving bonds between you and the other person. As I said, we can work with Archangel Michael for healing, but also for release. If we're letting go of something, or if there's something that you want to let go, or something burdening you, Archangel Michael is great to help to cut through those burdens or help you to release those things that maybe you're having a hard time letting go of. And also, as I said, with communication, I find if ever I am talking like on this podcast, or if I have to give a speech, or even I've in the past worked with Archangel Michael when I've been in an interview, asking him to guide my words. So there are so many possibilities, so many opportunities to work with Archangel Michael in so many different ways. And I don't think people realize this. I don't think people realize the extent to which Archangel Michael can help you. So the possibilities are endless. And if in doubt, always call on Archangel Michael, because he's sure to be there to help you in some way. And I know that he will offer you support and strength and empowerment and love and healing in your life if you work with him, or if you choose to work with him. So for me, I call on him every morning. I ask him to protect me and my family, as I said, and also my loved ones. But I work with him in so many ways throughout the day. So I hope you start to do this as well. I hope you start to work with Archangel Michael and discover how he can help you and how he can help to enhance your life in so many wonderful ways. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's a really brief introduction to Archangel Michael, but hopefully it gets you calling on him, asking him to be in your life, because unless you ask him to be there, he can't help you. You have to ask first. The angels will always respect our free will. So unless we ask them to be with us, they will not interfere with our lives. So call on Archangel Michael, ask him to be with you, to help you, and to open up to the gifts that he has to offer. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends, like it, give it a thumbs up, comment, and let me know your feedback. I always love to hear from you. And thank you so much once again for tuning in and for being here. And thank you for being you. And I will see you for the next episode. Bye bye.